Most wars begin with a headline, but this one begins with silence. No formal declaration, no single battlefield, no clear beginning that everyone agrees on. Only decades of signals, retaliation, and carefully measured threats. To study the triangle of Iran, Israel, and America is to study a conflict that hides in the shadows while still shaping the modern Middle East every single day. Go back before 1979, and the map looks almost unrecognizable. Iran, under the Shah, stood as a pillar of Western power in the region, rich with oil, armed with foreign support, and eager to appear modern, disciplined, and imperial. Israel saw opportunity, Washington saw stability, and for a brief moment, all three moved inside the same strategic orbit. Not as open friends, perhaps, but as partners in function. Then the ground shifted, not slowly, but all at once. The revolution in Iran did more than change a government. It changed the language of legitimacy, power, and identity. A monarchy built on grandeur, military force, and spectacle gave way to a revolutionary state built on sacrifice, ideology, and permanent resistance. And the former allies became symbols of everything the new order claimed to reject. That is where the words began to matter. Labels like Great Satan and Little Satan were never just insults. They were never just theater for a crowd. They became tools of statecraft, sharp, deliberate, and useful. By naming enemies in moral terms, the new regime created a framework that could unify supporters, erase moderates, and turn foreign confrontation into domestic cohesion. This was language that did not simply describe a conflict, it kept the conflict alive. From there, the strategy widened beyond borders. Iran learned that direct war against stronger powers carried unbearable costs. So it built distance, depth, and deniability through a network of allied movements and armed partners. Hezbollah, regional militias, political fronts, and social institutions became more than proxies. They became extensions of influence, pressure, and deterrence. A shield that could strike back while keeping the homeland one step removed from the first explosion. Then came the nuclear file, and with it, a new kind of pressure. Centrifuges, enrichment levels, inspections, sanctions, and red lines became the technical language of global anxiety. Numbers that looked abstract on paper, 3.67%, 60%, 90%, began to carry the weight of war and diplomacy at the same time. Because once a state approaches the threshold, every delay, every signal, and every naval movement starts to feel like a countdown. But the deeper lesson is not only military, it is structural. This conflict survives because it operates on several layers at once: ideology, finance, security, prestige, and survival. Iran challenges sanctions and the dollar order to weaken American leverage. Israel treats existential risk as non-negotiable. And the United States works to preserve a regional balance that keeps larger wars from erupting, even while every move risks pushing the system closer to the edge. So the learner must look past the surface, beyond speeches, beyond dramatic headlines, beyond the latest exchange of threats. What appears chaotic is often a pattern of controlled escalation. Each actor performs strength for its own audience, while testing limits in the real world. Follow Historical Factorium for more stories where history, power, and strategy reveal the machinery hidden beneath the noise.